Alright guys, good morning. Welcome back. Half-Fast 719. Finally getting around to some tool reviewing. So this is the fuel brushless 2-inch 55mm right angle die grinder from Milwaukee. It's got 4 different speeds. It also has variable speed. So level's 1 speed variable. That's 2 and 3 and 4. Anyway, I just use it on 1. 1 is perfect for these little 2-inch die grinder things. I don't see why you would need 4. Only because one thing I see, I don't know what size bearing or if there's a bearing in here in the snout, but one thing that I'd recommend is not going to 4 if you're going to go over 2-inch diameter of anything, because this thing wants to vibrate like crazy. Oh, that's 1. So granted, this is from, I think, probably from Harbor Freight, so it's probably not balanced. So if you can get one that's probably better quality, that might be balanced. Anyway, use this thing quite a bit. I use it with this. I use it with the little drum wheels. Works out really, really good. I've had nothing but good little things with it. My main use for this tool is I use Scotch-Brite, the little Scotch-Brite pads, and I like to clean. Let me see if I got Scotch-Brite pads or not. I like to use the Scotch-Brite pads because anytime I do, like, I have to take. Come on, open up, open up, open up, open, open, open. This stupid thing. This thing's like 1,000,000 years old. Alright. Whatever. Anyway, it's a little Scotch-Brite pad. Goes on there. It's 2-inch Scotch-Brite pad. I use these for, basically my main use for this is to clean like engine oil pans, rear diff covers, front diff covers, anything that needs a good clean mating surface for adhesives. Like I did a transmission service on my 2010 Dodge, and it's a steel pan, and previous owner or dealer used RTV on it, and with a gasket, a rubber gasket, not a factory gasket, but a rubber gasket. Alright, before the battery died. So like I was saying, is they used the silicone with a rubber gasket, and I had to take the silicone off, so I used just a Scotch-Brite pad. You can get these in different whatchamacallits, like coarseness, and yeah, so use it for that. Use it for front diff covers, rear diff covers. Did something else, and I can't remember what I did. But anytime you buy a new oil pan, anything that's new that's painted, I would recommend you taking off that layer, that painted layer, because that paint, what'll happen is the chemicals, the materials, the conditioners, the cleaners in the oil, whether it's transmission fluid, engine oil, whatever, it'll actually eat up that paint, and that paint will just eat up, and then that's one layer that you'll have a leak. So granted that if it's self-etching primer, whatever it is, just take it down to bare metal if you're going to use silicone. So yeah, if you're going to use silicone or even a gasket, just take it down to bare paint. If it's aluminum, go easy with aluminum. I don't really use this on aluminum because you can actually create divots in aluminum. So what I use with aluminum is a razor blade, just a flat edge razor blade, and I pull it back. I angle it towards me and pull it back. But anyway, so for this tool, I did buy this. This is 3-inch, and this is too much weight for this little tool. I think it always goes into, I don't know if it's a thermal shutdown or just it senses something, but anyways, it always shuts down, so it'll run for about a minute and a half, and then it shuts off. So these little 2-inch things work fine. You don't need to go this big anyway. So yeah, so I have that, little wire wheels, little wire pieces. These are all I want to say 1/4 inch, if I remember right. I want to say it's 1/4 inch. Best way to check it is, for me, 1/4 inch drive. Anyway, yeah, 1/4 inch. So you can get all these weird little attachments, these little adapters. You can get all this weird Brillo pad looking thing. I bought all those at Harbor Freight. I didn't buy these discs, these sanding belts at Harbor Freight, but you can get these little tiny baby ones. Yeah, they sell a whole little kit for it at the Harbor Freight. This one right here, I believe this is a 1-inch one. You can see how bad it's, that's from Harbor Freight. It's kind of hard to, granted I'm not spinning it perfectly, but you can see how not good it is. Anyway, more of these. So basically anything 1/4 inch, you can basically stick it on there. I wouldn't go over 2 inches. I stuck one of these 3-inch wire wheels on there. Yeah, it didn't go so good. I mean, it works. It spins it does whatever. The only issue is it goes into a thermal lockdown or whatever you want to call it. It just shuts off. So it does say 2-inch 55mm right angle grinder. So would I recommend it? Highly recommend it. Any shop, any mechanic would love to have it. One thing that is kind of annoying is when you change these, you do need wrenches. You do have to have a wrench on here, wrench on there to loosen the collar, or collet, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, when you just loosen this, it's not like a drill. When you loosen that, it doesn't just slide out. You have to back this nut out until it basically unlocks. I forget what they call it, but it's a locking collet, I'm pretty sure. And you have to back this nut off, and then you'll feel like a click, and then that's when it's unlocked and this will slide out. It's better grip, better holding power, and yeah, I'd highly recommend it. This little thing kind of gets annoying, this little safety, because you got to flip it and then pull the lever. The light works pretty good. Haven't used it in the dark, but I have used it in tight areas. And oh, that's what I used it on with the Scotch-Brite. We did the timing cover on the first gen out there, the big old beast of a truck. We did a timing cover, and the timing cover was painted, so I scuffed up all the paint off of it so this way it doesn't leak. But anyway, yeah, so guess the catalog number is 2485-20. This is a 12 volt. You just look up Amazon, Google. I'll put links for Amazon and eBay for a link for one. Not sure if it's going to be there or not. But anyway, all you got to do is M12, because the M12, and I bought it as a bare tool, so just tool, no battery, no attachments. So I would say it's a good investment to buy if you can find a good deal. Some people are asking like $200 and something for just a bare tool, and I think it's a ripoff. Anyway, stay tuned for the next video. Next review video, I'll be reviewing my little homemade Frankenstein belt sander. It's a pretty cool tool. I like it. So, alright guys, stay tuned for that video. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you guys think if you guys have one of these. See you in the next video. Later.